Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So I slept in a little bit, so the video's gonna be late. It's still morning, but I was just so tired. We were so busy yesterday. Car wash. Blueberry yogurt, sausage with scrambled eggs and syrup, and toast and coffee. So I gotta go to No Frills. I'll use the last 2 eggs, the last of the bread. So I gotta go to No Frills as soon as this upload. Ian's gonna pick me up when I'm done. They did their grocery shopping yesterday. They both got Fridays off. But she works this weekend, so I think I'll just worry about my clothes when I get back. I usually throw them in the washer, and then I think I'll worry about them when I get back. Only got one load to do, so one load of laundry. So Ian picked me up last night, so this Wanda was watching a movie or something. But so I don't know what's going on over there in Bro's place. He's staying at a friend's, and she got the run of the house, I guess. I don't know. I'd be getting hold of the landlord and say, look, I need her evicted out of there. I'd be getting rid of her. But I'm just keeping my mind out of it, my mouth, because he's going to take her back anyway, so it don't matter. Best not to get into it. I told LaFonda, don't even go there. She's not even in the house. Don't go there. She won't go there. Have those 2 girls gang up on her. Oh, she likes me, huh? Don't matter. She got a free ride with Bro's girlfriend. Doesn't matter if she likes it or not. Anyway. So I'm not doing much this weekend. I'm just going to relax and I'm not going to bother getting that tree. I was at dollar store walking around yesterday. I may just put up some garland or something. Tape it up. Maybe do the whole, because I got lights there. So just do garland or something. Put garland there. And that's it. Nothing fancy. Just some garland. I got lights, so on my wall. I don't need anything fancy. I'm not gonna get them. I'm only doing the kids. Doesn't matter, bro. This year don't have no kids. I'm just doing the kids. That's it. That way there. I'll have money put aside so next year when my rent is $50 more, I can have the money in the bank that way. They're all grown. You know what pisses her off? Because Jim's father's woman there, she done all these things. And then his family, Jim and them disowned him. So when she passed away, when the old guy passed away, oh, she had a great time. And he wasn't invited to any Christmas parties or any birthdays or anything like that, blah, blah, blah. She loved it. But we're not going to disown bro because of her. He still invited all the parties and everything. But she's not. Helen, the old man's relative, or daughter and son, whatever, was in Ontario, see. They didn't even know that the father was in the hospital. Sick and ready to die. They didn't even have a chance to say goodbye to him. That's what she wants. She wants everybody to... I don't blame bro for nothing, because she's just an upper. I seen it. We were living together. That's when he moved into Edmonton. Come kicking at my door. And she had everything. And then she laughed. LaFonda was in New Brunswick at the time, laughed. She had the keys. She told LaFonda she had the keys. I told the cops that. I said she came back, kicking at the door, deck door. And then she knew LaFonda was in New Brunswick, see. Because she wouldn't have started that shit, because LaFonda was just living in the next building, right? Away. I called the cop on her, and that was it when I done that. And had my superintendent living on top and having her husband screaming and going, and she was out there screaming, and I told bro, don't bring her back. You take her back, do not bring that thing back here. I said, because I'm not getting evicted because of her. I'm not going to be put out on the street because of your foolishness. That's when he moved into Edmonton. Lucy never would have met that nut. She's gonna have to move back down home to get away from her. She's not gonna go there. They took a trip there, him and her, and she fought, went on, and the whole trip was miserable for him. They stayed in a motel. She just wanted to stay in a motel all the time. Like, it was a real miserable, it was a waste of money. He paid a lot of money. And she was just being a bitch all the time she was there. I don't like it here. Raponda was down that same time, I mean. She don't like anything he likes, eh? Don't like anything. Just don't get that girl pregnant, that's all I say. But I don't want to have to put up with her for 18 years. Till that kid's. So that's my rant today. Guy yesterday, he came in. He said, where's car wash? And we called and well, you do it yourself, buddy. So whatever you've done, white film and all this, I never heard anything, ever, anybody complaining. So I don't know what he did. So anyway, first it was $10, then it was $12 he spent, then it was because he did it in the morning. And then he raised it to $15. I said, well, I can't give you I gotta get my supervisor to authorize. He comes in after 4:30, closing, at the head office. Couldn't get a hold of anyone. I gave him the card. I said, you're gonna have to call in the morning. And they'll have to deal with it because I can't. So after he left, of course, when his supervisors called, because I left a message, I said, he wanted $15 back. The worst car wash and da-da-da. He said, well, what was it? I said, he said it was a white film. He said, well, it's something to do with the wax of whatever he done. I think it's too cold anyway for wax right now. Why would somebody put wax on? Unless you don't wipe it off or whatever. Wipe it in or... Anyway, I said, I don't know. I said, but I gave him the card instead to call office. Well, they're not going to give him... I said, I don't know. So there's a note there when I came in. For all the cashiers, if he comes in, he said $12. He first said 10, 12, and then 15 to me. Anyway, he got an in-store credit. So if he gets gas, remove the $12. She gave him an in-store credit. Wasn't going to give him 12 tokens back for sure because he... I said, I'll never come back here again. I said, well, I said, I'm a cashier. I said, I can't just give you money back. I said, I'll call my supervisors, but they're probably on the road or they're doing something. I said, you'll have to call at 8 o'clock in the morning, the head office. I said, because I'm not authorized to do that. to just hand out money. I take money. If someone comes in, something's not working, the phone brush, the hose is busted or whatever, or the vacuum's not working, whatever. I can give them a couple tokens and tell them move to another bay, but I definitely don't have authorization to take $12 and give him that money, or at least she said in store credit. He's not going to come back for that. He wanted the money. Didn't want no tokens back, that's for sure, but he wanted the money. He's in store credit. What's $12? He just wanted to bitch and complain at me. That's all it was. He just wanted to be a regular prick. That's what he was. Sitting there. I said, well, I can't do anything, and I'm trying to get a hold of them, but after 4:30. I said, because the office is closed and they're changing shifts right now. I can't get a hold of anybody. He must have knew that and thought I was just going to give him $12 or 15 or whatever. Some people, they know how to do it. But I said, I'm not authorized to give nothing away. I said, a couple tokens? Yeah. I said, but other than that, I can't just give the money away. I'm only a cashier. I said, they got to be a higher person to authorize, a supervisor. And I called both of them. I said, well, one's probably on the road, and the other one is just switching over. Could be doing maintenance, because they were the two supervisors. One was for the maintenance, or either one could have authorized or done something, you know. I said, head office is closed. You're going to have to call in the morning. Albertan with a fucking big truck parked right there, right behind me where the employees park. And I looked, there were no coating on that truck. There was nothing wrong with that truck. I looked, I could see out the window. I felt like saying, like I said to the girl that time, well, fire the help then, because they wash their own vehicle. If they fuck it up, that's their fault. Nothing wrong with the wax. He was the first one all day. Now, you know, other people must use the wax. They did. Just people run around and get stuff for free. Must be a game, sort of like those Hungry Games or something. Add it all up and see how much, what they got free in a month. See what they could get free. See, it didn't look like it was his first rodeo. Standing there arguing with me, and I'm like, I look at him like I'm a 3-year-old, and someone is a mathematician and talking to them, a 3-year-old in calculus or something, you know. I just looked at him like, what do you expect me to do? I'm just a nobody. I just, you know. I said, well, I need approval from my supervisor. I said, because I'm just a cashier. And I can't do nothing with a return that big. I said, the card's right over there. They're closed. I said, they close at 4 o'clock. I felt like saying 95% of the companies are open 8 to 4, and you come in here at 4:30 yelling at me, wanting your money back? Anyway, I was getting it. I just let him scream. I could have screamed back, but then it would have been just an argument, and she would have called the head office, and she was a real bitch because he was already upset over his car wash. He wasted 12 big bucks. Buy a couple more, go in there, or I could have gave him a couple and he could have rinsed it off with hot water, the wax or whatever. He probably put so much wax, it was a wax build up, and The jerkhead probably thought it was on rinse and it was on wax. Because I think the rinse is right beside the wax, and he probably like that, you know what I mean? With the knob. And it might have clicked the wax, and you waxed it, you stupid dick. I would have gave him 2 tokens. He could have went in there and done the hot water and rinsed it off. But that's what it was. It was wax. And he probably really thought it was on rinse and rinsing it good, you know. But it was wax. From soap to wax. No rinse in between. Well, that's your fault, ding dong. Because if he easy with the dials, it'll work. But if he went in there like this and from soap over there and went like that real fast, well, you can screw up the... Because I never had any complaint like that before. Not that complaint. With a foam. It's like a foam, or not a foam, but a build up of white. Well, as soon as the supervisor called me back, he said, well, that would be wax. So he had it on the wrong cycle. That's what happened to him. But if you just do the knob easy, it's gonna click, 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 click. But if you go and... That's what happened from soap. Yeah, it would be a build-up. From soap to wax and cold. Well, you stupid idiot. Poor quality car wash. And looked at him. I could see if it was the vacuums, because all the vacuums sucked there. They need new vacuums, you know. But when he was saying, I was like, he just wants money. Well, I'm not giving him no money. Anyway, so I should shut this down. Bitched and complained about, I need a bitch window. One of them things. Go outside right down. My job sucks and bro, he needs a beating. That's my... Anyway, yeah. I gotta upload this and try to get to no frills in about a half hour or so. So I told Ian. And then when I get back, I'll worry. I'll worry about my clothes. I'm not gonna do them like that girl over there down the hall. I might have to do my clothes tomorrow. She takes up the whole 2 washers and dryers. She takes them both. I don't even see any kids going in and under there. I don't know what she does. I don't think there's any kids. Now, the guy back next to her, he got a grandson that goes once in a while, but I don't think there's any kids. It's just teenagers. Not teenagers, but in their 20s or something. I don't know what the heck they do. But anyway, so you guys all have a good day and stay safe and cigarette time.